Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brandon here, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we have a Phoenix Suns rebuild where we will be going after Cole Anthony. Now, the realistic possibility of this happening, I mean, there's a chance if Phoenix jumps up in the lottery or if they trade up, but Cole Anthony is probably going to go in the top 5 at least, maybe top 3. So it is going to be a little bit difficult for them to get Cole Anthony, but it is probably, I mean, to me, it's like best case scenario for this team if they can get someone like Cole Anthony to play at the point guard position along with Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do today. So yeah, we're gonna try and hopefully win the lottery, and if not, then we're gonna go ahead and trade up. Right now we have the 10th best odds of getting a top 3 pick, so, or at least the top pick. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying these videos and the simulations or the rebuilds, let me know in the comments below what other videos you guys want to see, and hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Like 90% of you guys aren't even subscribed that you guys watch, those of you guys who watch aren't even subscribed. So I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel and all that jazz. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers here on the channel. So let's go ahead, sim the lottery, and okay, so we stay at 10, so we're just gonna have to try and trade up. Might try and trade up with I don't know if we're gonna have to get the #1 overall pick. I mean, Anthony Edwards should go #1, but I mean, to be safe, I might just try and grab the #1. Maybe, I mean, Chicago has the #1 pick. I don't know. Maybe we can go with like Golden State, and if worst case scenario Cole Anthony gets drafted, we can just trade for him. Honestly, we might just trade for him after. It might be easier. So anyways, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we went ahead and drafted Cole Anthony. Just made a trade with the Warriors. Offered them like a couple seconds and a future first along with the 10th pick, and we got Cole Anthony. So let's go ahead and get into team player options here. We are going to decline both of these player options, and let's get into the qualifying offers. So I believe, let's go ahead and offer Dario Saric qualifying offer, and I think that's it. Yeah, we'll just offer him one, and let's go ahead into free agency. So in free agency, I don't believe really this team has a lot of free agents. Let's look at bird rights. Obviously we have Dario Saric, he's restricted. So other than that, let's go ahead and look at this roster. I kind of want to keep this roster the same for this year and try to be bad again and get a top pick. But we have Ricky Rubio and Cole Anthony, Devin Booker, Kelly Oubre, Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, and then DeAndre Ayton and Kaminsky. So I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I mean, I could go and look for a power forward. I know he played this past season, but I could send Cameron Johnson to the G League if I want. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab another power forward, and we should be all good to go. Player progression, we did go ahead and sign Dario Saric back, so that's our power forward, our starting power forward, and we will go with that. So Devin Booker is up to an 88, DeAndre Ayton is up to an 87, Kelly Oubre is up to an 81, Rubio is an 80, Mikal Bridges is up to an 78, and Cole Anthony is a 78. We'll go ahead and start Cole Anthony, bring Ricky Rubio off the bench. I mean, we could go ahead and trade Ricky Rubio, maybe for like a future pick or something, and open up that cap space, but I don't think anyone's going to offer. The Kings top 3 protected. That's not bad, and we get Corey Joseph. Is that going to be the only first round pick? Detroit might actually be pretty bad. San Antonio, I might take that Detroit offer actually instead of the Kings offer. So yeah, let's go ahead and take that Detroit Pistons offer. 2021, we get Tony Snell out of it, which I believe, is Tony Snell on a 1-year deal? Yeah, he's on a 1-year deal, so that's expiring. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and we should be all good to go now. So in training camps here, I'm gonna give untapped potential to Devin Booker, who's already an A+, but I mean, it doesn't show it on here. So I'm just gonna make sure, so send it to DeAndre Ayton as well. He's an A+, so they should be good from now on. And then Cole Anthony, obviously will get up to an A+. Okay, so is it glitching or something? They're all 3 of them are A+, but hey, we just get them untapped potential for this year, and then we'll kind of change it up next year. So here's the lineups. We're gonna go with Cole Anthony getting 34 minutes, Booker getting 36, Oubre and Saric getting 28, 36 to DeAndre Ayton, and then off the bench we got Mikal Bridges getting 28, Kaminsky getting 20, Cameron Johnson getting 20, and then Jerome getting 10. So that's gonna be the roster. Let's go ahead and look at system proficiency. 3.5 stars. We're gonna keep Monty Williams for now. but 7 seconds, 3.5 stars is pretty good. So let's go with that. And yeah, I'll see you guys after season number 1. Wow, okay, we went 43 and 39. That's actually a lot better than what I thought we would do. But I mean, it's a good sign seeing Cole Anthony, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton win some games. So 43 and 39, Luka wins MVP, James Wiseman wins Rookie of the Year, not Cole Anthony. Dennis Schroeder wins Sixth Man of the Year. Defense Player of the Year is Anthony Davis, and MPJ wins Most Improved. Coach of the Year is Rick Carlisle with 61 wins. So no one on the All-NBA first team here. On the All-NBA second, no one. And then the third team, we did get Devin Booker. So Devin Booker averaged 29 a game. Holy moly. Okay, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. And then did we get anyone else? No. And DeAndre Ayton is not on the all defensive teams either. So not bad. Not a bad start. Let's see. Cole Anthony on the all rookie first team averaged 20 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 6 assists. 45, 40, 82. That is awesome. He's going to be really, really good. So really good start for this team. Season stats, DeAndre Ayton averaged 16 and 13. So I would like to see him improve a little bit, but he did shoot the ball. I mean, 48%, so not great. Would like to see him shoot the ball a little bit better, but the 2.3 blocks is really good. So 16 points, 13 rebounds, I will take that. Kelly Oubre, 13 points and 4.6 rebounds. He is going to be a free agent, so I might have to try and find someone to replace him in the draft, get a small forward, or Mikal Bridges can go into the starting lineup. He averaged per 36, 14 and 6. So shot 40, 35, so not bad. Dario Saric might want to find a replacement for him as well, and maybe bring him off the bench instead. And then Kaminsky, Cameron Johnson averaged 12 and 4 per 36, so that's not bad. But yeah, have him be a solid guy coming off the bench. So yeah, that's those are the stats. Let's go ahead. We did make the playoffs as a 6th seed. We are going up against the Denver Nuggets, who have Monte Morris, Jamal Murray. Wow, Monte Morris is starting. Okay, Jamal Murray, MPJ, Bertans. Okay, Nikola Jokic, Will Barton, and Enes Kanter. Wow, so they really changed their team. So let's go ahead and simulate the first round, and we sweep the Nuggets in the first round. So now we have to go up against Golden State, who have Steph, Clay, Andrew Wiggins, James Johnson, Norris and Noel. I don't know who they drafted, so I don't really see anyone. Oh, they drafted Denny Avila, who actually is probably didn't play, right? Because they I think he has to stay overseas for 1 year. So anyways, let's go ahead and just simulate this round, and Golden State beats us in 6. Okay, so a pretty good start, honestly. Let's go ahead and just simulate the playoffs. We do lose to Golden State in 6 games in the second round. We went 43 and 39, so that's pretty good. Milwaukee ends up winning the finals. Giannis wins finals MVP against Dallas. So let's go ahead and get to the draft lottery here. I believe we might have... Okay, so we have Detroit's pick, which ends up being number 1, at least with the odds. I did not think it was going to be that good. I thought Detroit would have been a little bit better than that. So we get the number 2 overall pick in the... Okay, this is a little ridiculous, but hey, I will take it. So let's go ahead, staff signing. I am going to go ahead and fire Monty Williams at this point. He got us pretty far, but let's go ahead. We could bring back Mike D'Antoni to this team. That would be actually kind of funny. Bring him back to Phoenix, but I don't think he would really fit that well. Let's go ahead and bring a balanced Trent Peterson to this team. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Scout, let's go ahead and just grab him, and we should be all good to go with those two. Actually, is there a better assistant coach? Because he's just C. Let's view candidates here. We could bring in someone like Otis Newman. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead, whoops, not edit. Let's go ahead and fire him and bring in Otis Newman, at least try to. So let's offer him 900K, sign, and we are all good to go. So in the draft, Cade Cunningham goes number 1. Obviously, we don't need Cade Cunningham. We have Cole Anthony. So at number 2, I am going to actually look for trades here to maybe move down a little bit. So let's offer pick 2, and we have pick 19 as well. We could get Zach LaVine. Don't really want to do that. I just want to trade down. So we could go with the Lakers, and we would swap. We would have a swap worst. I don't really want that. Let's see. Is pick 4 available? Maybe. So I am gonna go ahead and try and do this deal with Washington. Go trade down to pick 5, and we'll take their first next year. And then I'll offer them our first next year as well. So kind of an even trade here. Let's go ahead and agree to that. And let's go ahead and pick... Okay, so they take Isaiah Todd at power forward. I was trading down to actually get Isaiah Todd, So this actually kind of sucks. I kind of wanted Isaiah Todd. That's unfortunate. So Jalen Green goes. I thought about taking Jalen Green, but with him and Devin Booker, that didn't work. Evan Mobley goes. Gosh darn it, I would have taken him at that point. So let's go ahead and take. Honestly, this works just fine because I can take Jalen Johnson here. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's take Jalen Johnson. He ends up being our small forward. Let's give Devin Booker a solid guy out on the wing with him, and then we can figure out our power forward position later on. So let's go ahead and take Jalen Johnson. I did not think Evan Mobley and Isaiah Todd would go in the top 4. So that's unfortunate. But hey, we get Jalen Johnson. I'm not going to complain off that. Okay, so team player options here. We have a lot to do. I am not going to accept that one. Ty Jerome I'll go ahead and keep for now. Cameron Johnson as well, and Mikal Bridges, DeAndre Ayton. All right, so wow, they had a lot here. So yeah, let's go ahead and accept all of those. And qualifying offers, there is none. Okay, so actually, as of right now, we don't really have to pay anyone. If we look at, I mean, we have Devin Booker, obviously. But, okay, we're way under the, or we're over the cap here. Let's see, who's taking up most of our money here? Dario Saric is taking up 10 mil. But other than that, I mean, it's really just a combination of guys. So, I mean, we did make it to the second round of the playoffs, so we might be able to make a splash in free agent. I mean, not like a Giannis splash. I don't think we could even afford Giannis. We're like a mil away, so if we wanted to, we could. But we do need a power forward. We could bring in someone like Rudy Gobert and put DeAndre Ayton at the power forward position. That wouldn't be bad. That adds a lot of defense. But we could go after John Collins is restricted. It would be nice if we could, but they're going to match that. So let's look at power forwards here. I mean, Tatum, but he's restricted. Julius Randle. I don't really want to bring in Julius Randle. Bobby Portis, yeah, there's not a lot of great power forwards out there. We could go after someone like Steven Adams, though. Move him to the power forward position. Or we could go with, we can bring in an older LaMarcus Aldridge. I don't know. Let's go ahead and try and sign Steven Adams here. Oklahoma City probably doesn't want to keep him at this point. So let's go ahead and offer him a deal. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and agree to this deal with Steven Adams. And we will renounce the rights on Kelly Oubre since we have our rookie. And yeah, we should be all good to go. So let's go ahead, sign him, and then let's look at the rest of our roster here. So at this point, we have Cole Anthony, Ty Jerome. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, we are all good to go. I could look to move Dario Saric, but he's going to be a free agent at this point, so let's go ahead and keep him. And I am going to go ahead and move. I mean, if we went, they're both 6'11", so DeAndre Ayton moves up to 93, and Steven Adams moves up to an 89. So they go up +4. Let's go ahead and I guess let's just move Steven Adams to the 4. Actually, no, let's move DeAndre Ayton to the 4. Yeah, let's do that. So that he's a 93. Devin Booker is still a 89. If you move him, he doesn't really move. So, yeah, let's go ahead, and that's going to be the roster. So, player progression. DeAndre Ayton is now a 96 overall. Booker's a 91. Adams is an 84. Cole Anthony is now an 83. Mikal Bridges is an 81. I'm probably going to start Mikal Bridges and have Jalen Johnson come off the bench. Play a decent amount of minutes. So yeah, that's the roster. Let's go ahead and see you guys in training camps. So in training camps, I'm going to go ahead and give Cameron Johnson untapped potential, and I'm going to give Jalen Johnson untapped potential. So I want those two to kind of be our future here. And then I'm going to give perimeter shooting to DeAndre Ayton since he is going to be at the power forward position. I want him to be able to shoot a little bit better. So let's go at that, and I'll see you guys at rotations. So here's our rotations. We're going to go Cole Anthony, 34 minutes, 36 to Booker and Ayton, 28 to Bridges, and 30 to Steven Adams. And then off the bench, we're going to have Jalen Johnson play most of the minutes, even though he's the lowest overall. But we're going to give him 26 minutes, 19 to Sarge, 17 to Cameron Johnson, and 14 to Ty Jerome. So that's the rotations. I'll see you guys after season number 2. Real quick, system proficiency 3.5. Okay, so we went from 43 wins to 54 this year. Giannis wins MVP. Cade Cunningham wins Rookie of the Year. Bol wins 6th Man of the Year with Denver. They're going to be tough. Defense Player of the Year is Anthony Davis. LaMelo Ball is most improved in Atlanta. And then Michael Malone is Coach of the Year. So the Nuggets are going to be really good. So all NBA first team, we did not get anyone. Second team, we did not get anyone. And then third team, okay, wow, so no one. We got no one on the all NBA teams. No one on the all defensive first team, and no one on the all defensive second team either. Okay, so no awards. All rookie first team. Jalen Johnson is on the all rookie second team, averaging 9 and 3. He averaged 14 and 5 per 36, so that's not bad. So Denver's the first seed. We're the second seed. Let's look at the season stats here. Devin Booker averaged 30 points per game and was not on the All-NBA team. Cole Anthony averaged 21, 6.6. DeAndre Ayton, 18 and 14. That's pretty good. I will take that. Mikal Bridges, 11 and 4. Okay. Jalen Johnson will probably start next year. Steven Adams, 10 and 10. I feel like I probably should have went Rudy Gobert, but just better defender, but that's all right. Jalen Johnson, obviously 9 points. Harge with 7. Cameron Johnson with 6.6 points per game, and Ty Jerome with 4. So let's go ahead. How did we do as a team? We were 7th in scoring, and we were actually 2nd in defense. Okay, so we're actually a really good defensive team. So we do play the Los Angeles Lakers, who have Jalen Green with LeBron and AD. Okay, that's going to be a good team too. And they have Spencer Dinwiddie. How is this team an 8 seed? That's going to be a scary team like next season. So yeah, we win in 7. Yeah, LA is going to be really good. This is actually going to be a really tough sim here. The Clippers have Fultz, Richardson, Paul George, so Kawhi left. And Denver and Dallas on the other side. So let's go ahead, simulate the round, and we win in 5. So Denver loses, which is good because I didn't want to have to go up against Bol. So they have, let's see, Dallas has Doncic, Hardaway, Kleber, Brunson, and Porzingis, Seth Curry. So pretty much the same team. I feel like we should be able to beat this team and get to the NBA Finals. Chicago and Atlanta are on the other side. So let's go ahead, and we are up 2-1. Let's start simcasting this thing. Why not? So in Game 4, we are up, and we're actually going to take a 3-1 lead. All right, so Game 5 at home. A chance to make it to the NBA Finals a year earlier than I thought we would. And we do. We win by 1 point. So let's go ahead, and we played the Atlanta, of course, the damn Atlanta Hawks. They have LaMelo Ball, DeAndre Hunter, and DeMarcus coming off the bench. Every time I try and do one of these stupid sims, Atlanta is just too freaking good. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and simcast this thing. We do have home court advantage against Atlanta, so this is probably our shot to win. And we were down early, but we win Game 1. Game 2, we have to win Game 2 here. Yes, okay, so we are going to win Game 2, 111 to 97. And in Game 3, if we can go up 3-0 on this team, we are, oh my god, we are. Okay, so we are up 3-0, Game 4 in Atlanta, and they're probably going to win this thing. Down by 7, yeah, down by 6, 2.5 minutes to go, down by 9. 38 seconds to go. We are down by 1. Okay, let's jump in and watch this thing. All right, so Atlanta, actually no, we have the ball. Okay, so we have the ball, down by 1, 38 seconds to go. Let's get it in to, okay, we get into Sarge. Let's get the ball to Booker. Thank you. And Booker just takes a quick 2, misses it, and Sarge offensive, oh my god. Okay, here we go. We reset, 8 seconds to go. Cole Anthony with the ball. And that's a tough shot. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're gonna have to foul, and we will probably have one chance to tie this game up. All right, so we have the ball. Trae Young ended up making both free throws, so down by 11. Gets it to Devin Booker. He has a mismatch here on DeMarcus Cousins. They're probably gonna go a screen, and he's probably gonna try and take it through. No, quick 2. And he makes it. All right, so a quick 2. We don't have any timeouts though. All right, here we go. Trae Young taking his second free throw, and he hits it. Down by 3, 9.5 seconds to go. No timeout. So let's get into Cole Anthony, see if he can tie this game up and send it to overtime. Okay. Jalen Johnson. Cole Anthony takes a 3. That's no good, and that will end it. We have a Game 5. Here in Game 5, we are up by 5 here late in the third. So let's go ahead and continue to sim. We're gonna win this thing. So we are gonna win 103 to 87 here. Or not win. Oh my god. yeah, we're gonna win. We're gonna win, and we're gonna blow them out. 149 to 129. Booker puts up 39 and 10 in the closeout game. Steven Adams 26 and 12 in the closeout game. Cole Anthony 22 and 7. DeAndre Ayton 18 and 13. Okay, so Devin Booker wins Finals MVP. We have an NBA Finals win under our belt. Let's go for a back-to-back because I honestly didn't think we would win this year. So here in team player options, we have Cole Anthony, Ty Jerome, and Cameron Johnson that we're all going to go ahead and accept. Qualifying offers, we're going to send qualifying offer to Mikal Bridges and DeAndre Ayton, who's up to a 98 overall. Wow, so we're going to have to re-sign those two. They're probably restricted, right? Yeah, they're restricted. Sarge is unrestricted. I'm going to go ahead and let him go. So let's go ahead. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. So yeah, let's go ahead and sign. We do need, I would say we should probably get maybe just another power forward. Okay, so here in player progression, I went ahead and re-signed DeAndre Ayton and Mikal Bridges. So DeAndre Ayton's up to 99 overall. Devin Booker's up to 93. Cole Anthony's an 88. Steven Adams dropped down to an 82. Mikal Bridges is an 82. And I did go ahead and sign Jeremy Lamb. So he's at an 80. Jalen Johnson is a 79. And Ty Jerome is a 78. Cameron Johnson is a 76. So yeah, Steven Adams is regressing, so maybe I could look to trade him, but I might just stay. Let's just try and repeat with the same team. So here in training camps, I'm gonna give perimeter shooting to DeAndre Ayton once again. I'm gonna give let's do perimeter defense to Cole Anthony, and let's do perimeter defense to Devin Booker. So we're going defense with the guards, offense with the bigs, and yeah, I'll see you guys at the rotations. Okay, so here's the rotations that we're going to go with. Cole Anthony getting 34. Booker and DeAndre Ayton, I'm going to give 35 this time. I am going to start Jalen Johnson here at the 3, just because as a rookie, he pretty much played just as well as Mikal Bridges, so I think he's going to develop quite a bit here. And then DeAndre Ayton getting 35, like I said, 26 is Adams. Bridges still going to get 28 minutes per game off the bench. Lamb and Jerome will get 18, and Cameron Johnson will get 16 minutes off the bench. System proficiency, do we have a 4-star? Wow, we don't. Okay, let's go with, I want this team to run. I mean, we could look to move Steven Adams just because he kind of hurts this team, but I don't think we're going to really find anyone, in all honesty. Because I would need, I mean, I guess I could get like a power forward and like someone like Kevin Love, Hassan Whiteside. They wouldn't give up. I don't want Whiteside anyways. Kevin Love would actually fit this team really, really well. He's 34 years old. I mean, he's an 84 overall. I don't know. I feel like that would hurt our defense at this point, so I'm going to keep Steven Adams. But yeah, I'll see you guys after the season then. We definitely don't do as well. I'm not really sure why. We went 46 and 36. I did make a trade halfway through the season because we had a losing record. We were like 18 and 20. I was like, all right, we're going to make a trade. So I'll show you guys that in a bit. But Giannis wins MVP once again. Imani Bates with Toronto wins Rookie of the Year. DeMarcus Cousins wins Sixth Man of the Year. Anthony Davis wins Defensive Player of the Year. Evan Mobley wins Most Improved. And Coach of the Year is Mike Budenholzer. So we did not get anyone on the All-NBA team. Oh, DeAndre Ayton. Okay, 19 and 16. Wow, okay. And then on the third team, we did not get anyone. On the All-Defensive teams, nope and nope. Okay. So yeah, I did go ahead and make a trade. I got rid of Steven Adams, and I was actually able to trade for Lauri Markkanen. I gave up a couple future first-round picks as well. So we got Markkanen, and yeah, so he's starting at the power forward position. So there's our roster here. We did get Larry Nance out of the deal, but I'm not playing him. Here's our rotations going into the playoffs. I might actually let's see here. Let's give Ty Jerome, because Ty Jerome's been playing really well. Let's limit them, and then let's give Jalen Johnson 25. Okay, DeAndre Ayton, I'm going to give 38. And then Mikal Bridges, we'll keep him at 28. Let's give, let's do like something like that, 37, 38. Yeah. So yeah, we'll change that up. And then I'm going to give no scoring option here, and those three will just kind of share the ball. So yeah, no preference, and we should be good to go. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at the rest of the players though. Booker averaged 25. Cole Anthony averaged 21 and 6. DeAndre Ayton 19 and 16. Markkanen averaged 19 and 6. Jalen Johnson averaged 11. Mikal Bridges averaged 11. Lamb averaged 9. Jerome averaged 7 and 5. And Larry Nance averaged 5. Cameron Johnson averaged 5 as well. So let's go ahead. We are the number 6 seed. Going up against the Denver Nuggets have Jamal, Killian Hayes, MPJ, Blake Griffin, Jokic, and Bol. They also have DeMar DeRozan coming off the bench. All right, so this might be actually kind of a tough series. We win game 1. We lose game 1. We win game 2. And then let's see here. We win game 3. We win game 4. And we let's actually do this here in some way the game. Game 5 goes to Denver. And game 6 goes to... Okay, so we have a game 7. It's going to be in Denver. All right, game 7. We actually do have our early lead here. We are up by 7 going into the 4th. Up by 7 still. A minute and a half. We are up by 9. And we win 117-108. We go on to round 2 up against the Houston Rockets. So let's go ahead and... Oh, wow. New Orleans was the number 1 seed and they lost. So let's go ahead. Who does Houston have? Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Patrick Baldwin, Taurean Prince, Isaiah Hartenstein. Yeah, I feel like we should be able to beat this team. Let's go ahead. Okay, tied at 1-1. 2-2, and we win in 7. Wow. Okay, I was trying to stop the sim. We luckily won in 7. We are going against the 8 seed of Minnesota Timberwolves. We have D'Angelo Russell, RJ Barrett, Jarrett Culver. Towns still there. Nico Mannion coming off the bench. All right, that's actually a pretty good team. Let's go ahead and just I guess sim game by game here. So game 1 we win. Okay. Game 2 we lose. All right. Game 3 we gotta win this thing. Okay. So game 4 in Minnesota, we have to win to stay alive here because I don't want to go down 3-1. We're up by 2 late, up by 10. All right, 2 minutes ago, and we're up by 12. We're gonna win and move on to game 5. So game 5 at home, we gotta win at home. Gotta win at home. Okay, looks like we are gonna win this thing. Up by 8, up by 2. It's tied. Up by 3 with a minute and a half, and up by 5 with 38 seconds to go. This should be a win. Yeah, looks like we're gonna win this thing. 124-120. Game 6 in Minnesota against the 8 seed. This is tough, but we are actually winning. Down by 1 now, and down by 1. 57 seconds to go. We take a 1-point lead, and we take a 3-point lead. 10 seconds to go, and we are going to win, advance to the NBA Finals for the 2nd straight year, going up against the Chicago Bulls. Lonzo Ball, Anthony Edwards, Kawhi Leonard, Trey Lyles, Daniel Theis, Kobe White. Okay, this is actually their first 3. Lonzo, Edwards, and Kawhi is actually really good. But the rest of their roster, I don't know. So game 1 here in Phoenix, and we are going to win game 1 pretty easily. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 in Phoenix once again, and we should be able to win game 2. Yeah, we're up by 12, and we win by 5. Booker puts up 28 and 7. Cole Anthony puts up 22, 7, and 8. DeAndre Ayton 20 and 13. Bridges puts up 15. So up 2-0 in Chicago now, and wow, we were down like 11-0 to start that game, but we're actually taking a 10-point lead late in the 4th. 11-point lead. All right, we're gonna win 123-120 or 110. All right, so game 4 on the road, and yeah, we're up 3-0, so we should be able to win our 2nd straight NBA Finals. And yeah, we're up by quite a bit here. A minute 15 left, and we're gonna go ahead and win. Let's go ahead and try and three-peat. Why not? Devin Booker wins MVP, 30 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Yeah, we're gonna try and repeat. So we go 63-19. That is more like it. Giannis wins MVP for the 1,000,000th time in a row. Fernando Ruiz wins Rookie of the Year. 6th Man of the Year is D'Angelo Russell. Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved is Horton Tucker. And Trent Peterson, our coach, wins Coach of the Year. DeAndre Ayton gets All NBA First Team. 21.6 points per game, 17.6 rebounds, 2.3 blocks, shot 52% from the field, 33 from 3 is actually really good, 78 from the free throw line, so I will take that. All NBA 2nd team, we did not get anyone. 3rd team, we did not get anyone. And then the defensive teams, we got DeAndre Ayton. Okay, so pretty good. We didn't have any rookies. We are the number 1 seed going up against Minnesota, who has Nico Mannion, RJ Barrett, Josh Jackson. This is actually a rematch. They were the 8 seed last year, and they won, so kind of nervous about that because they made it to the Western Conference Finals. Booker averaged 23.5 points per game, 3 rebounds, 5.5 assists. Cole Anthony averaged 23 and 7. Markin averaged like 18.6 rebounds. Is pretty good. Jalen Johnson averaged 13 and 5. Okay, so he might finally be turning the corner because he was struggling there for a while. Mikal Bridges averaged 10 and 4. I might actually start Jalen Johnson then if he's playing that well. Lamb averaged 8 and 6.7 to Ty Jerome. Cameron Johnson averaged 5 a game. Ty Jerome, though, is actually playing really well. So, yeah, I'm going to actually start Jalen Johnson at this point because he is playing better than Mikal Bridges. So, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to give Mikal Bridges like 22 minutes per game, and I'm going to give Jalen Johnson 30. Actually, let's do 30. Mark and I'll give 28. DeAndre Ayton, I'll give 38. And Booker, I'll give 38 as well. So, yeah, let's go with that rotation. Actually, you know what? 12. And let's do... I'm going to give 40. Actually, no. Let's do... Yeah, screw it. 40 and 40. So, Booker and Ayton are going to carry this team to the NBA Finals once again. So, round 1. And we go ahead and sweep Minnesota. Pretty easy. Now the Memphis Grizzlies, John Morant, Josh Richardson, Miles Bridges, Jaren Jackson, Clint Capella. I feel like we should be able to beat this team pretty easily too. Yeah, we're up 3-0 and we sweep them. So we are 8-0 here in the playoffs going up against the Utah Jazz. Donovan Mitchell, Fernando Ruiz, the Rookie of the Year, Tobias Harris. Okay, yeah, this team's not very good. Can we sweep again? Oh, we lost one. Okay, so we're 12-1 in the playoffs going up against the Milwaukee Bucks and the defending MVP. Chris Middleton still on the team. Eric Bledsoe still on the team. They have Andre Robertson, and wow, they have Okongwu. Okay, that's gonna be wow. I can't believe they were able to draft Okongwu. I did not realize that at pick 17. So that might be actually kind of tough. So let's go game by game here. Can we three-peat with the Phoenix Suns, Cole Anthony, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton, and we win game 1, 147-124. Game 2 in Phoenix. We've only lost one game here in the playoffs. So game 2, we do win once again. Game 3 on the road in Milwaukee. And okay, we are down. Yeah, we're going to lose this thing. And yep, we lose game 3. Game 4 in Milwaukee. Can we go up 3-1? And looks like we are. Yep, we go up 3-1, 122-116. DeAndre Ayton put up 30 and 14. Booker 19 and 10. How are they doing in the playoffs? 23 and 17 for DeAndre Ayton. Booker averaging 23.8. Markin averaging 19.5. Jalen Johnson 13.4. So I'm glad I moved him to the starting lineup. Cole Anthony averaging 23 and 6. So yeah, they're all pretty much doing what they did in the regular season. So game 5 in Phoenix. Can we win? And 3P? Yes. A minute left. 131-95. We're just gonna jump in and watch this. All right, there it is. 135-98. The Phoenix Suns 3-peat. Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Cole Anthony, even Jalen Johnson. And that's going to be the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And like I said earlier, like 90% of you guys who watch my videos lately aren't even subscribed. So I'd appreciate it if you guys subscribe. If you guys have any other video ideas for me to do, simulations, rebuilds, anything like that, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, this was actually a really fun video. I don't know if Cole Anthony would, if Phoenix would get lucky enough to get Cole Anthony, but I thought, hey, that would be like ideal for Phoenix, right? If they could get Cole Anthony. But anyways, Finals MVP goes to DeAndre Ayton this time. So Booker doesn't get Finals MVP. It's DeAndre Ayton, who was averaging like 22 and 17 in the playoffs. So I'm sure his numbers are probably insane. Yeah, DeAndre Ayton wins MVP. 23, 15.6 rebounds per game. Pretty much 2 blocks per game, shot 50% from the field and 34% from 3. So anyways, that's the video, guys. 99 overall, DeAndre Ayton wins Finals MVP, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, guys.